So good afternoon, everyone. This is our first meeting with the Aquatic Ecology course. And yung syllabus kasi hindi pa siya finalized. So, still on draft. But then, we have to have a class on the lecture so that we can proceed also to the laboratory. So, our course code is Fishe 100_8. Basically, the course is Aquatic Resources and Ecology, pero yung curriculum nyo ngayon is separate yung Aquatic Ecology and the resources. Before I proceed to the lecture, I'm checking the attendance first. Participants, I have 17 online students. Miss Loho, Joyce, Miss Jennifer Gedeng, Tabulpao, Alos, Dalo, Calventas, Aspili, Tayamin, Minyo Janice, Kabudol, Jason, Alamon Jessica, Pabinya Marjan, Valencia, Jomar, Leia Ninyo, Domingo Mark Vincent, Laguardia, Bagaling, Caldo, and Vidan. So all in all, you are 80 attendees. Let's proceed now to the lecture. So our big beautiful planet is complicated balance of life and death, predator and prey, friend and foe. The word ecology literally translates to the study of home. So our home is the planet Earth. Ecology is the study of the relationship of organisms to one another and to their environment. The more specific definition of ecology, so that is the study of the relationship of organisms. Pero in the old age or noon, nung hindi pa modern, they define as study of home. So, ang home natin is planet Earth. So, it answers the questions of how living things interact and really on each other or on the surroundings. So, aquatic ecology, ito yung course natin, study of this relationship in all aquatic environments, including ocean or the seawater, estuarine, lakes, ponds, wetlands, rivers, and streams. So, saltwater and freshwater. Tignan ko muna yung participants na na-add, Alnas and Cristo. So, yan. The interdependence or the survival of a species is dependent daw on each other or on living organism and non-living components. So, the more specific, for example, humans cannot survive without oxygen. So, di ba kapag walang oxygen, mamamatay yung humans. So, they need plants. And plants need carbon dioxide from humans or other organisms to produce their own food or for their survival also. This is called interdependence. So kung wala yung isa, mamamatay yung isa. Kung walang oxygen, mamamatay tayong tao. And also the animals, which is dependent to the oxygen. Models or the ecological models represent i-admit ko muna yung iba, Mr. Ecological model is represent or describe components of an ecological system. So ecology is extremely complex and difficult to study. So one way the ecologists or the scientists is to use ecological models. So ito yung ginagawa nila. Nagmo-modeling sila. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with me?
Yes.
The model is what we call the ecosphere. So ecosphere is our Earth. This is the largest ecological system we know. Is the biosphere or our planet Earth. So this is the biosphere we study because so far it has life, or this is the only place in the universe that we know has life. So the biosphere is the thin veil of Earth that goes from above the ground to the deepest parts of the ocean. So lahat yon merong life, like beneath ng ocean and to the upper part of the ocean or to the ground. All life on Earth is on biosphere. So, yung ibang planets, walang life. But, there is abiotic components or the temperature, meron naman doon sa ibang planets. Pero, Earth is the model represent or describe the components of an ecological system. The scope of ecology. So organism level, the study of biology of an organism is an integral part of ecology. So dapat daw, vital daw ang organism level. In the other and system level, a result of interacting and interdependent components forming a unified whole. So, ang organism, nakafocus lang siya sa isang organism. So, kunwari, one species. And the system level, the interacting of the organism to its living components and the non-living components as a whole. So example, we might consider not only one gene system, organ system, and so on, na nakafocus lang sa individual, but also the host parasite system as between intermediate levels between population and community. So, as a whole siya. While on the organism is only for one organism. For our ecosystem, It is also called as bioponosis and biogeoponosis in Europe and Russia. If you zoom in this figure, ecosystem, it's a little easy to see parts working together. So meron tayong abiotic components and the biotic, which has the organism with life. So an ecosystem is all organism and non-living environment found in a particular place. So ito, pan-ecosystem. So ito yung model natin, pan-ecosystem. So on this one, ecosystem, it includes the ano yung biotic? Then we have participation. And I have a participation on this class. Ano yung dito? Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Kyle.
Ano po yun, ma'am?
Ano yung biotic dito? Ito nakikita nyo sa picture.
Ma'am, yung may life, ma'am, katulad ng kangaroo, frogs, fish, bacteria, plankton, and the bird, ma'am.
So, tama si Kyle. And the non-living component of the ecosystem present here. Sino naman yung mag-raise hand? To enumerate the things you can see na non-living component. So, how about the others? Madami.
Rocks, water.
Non-living.
Fungi.
Non-living? Are you sure? Fungi?
Rocks, water, ma'am.
Rocks, rocks, ma'am.
Sand is one. Rock is one also.
One.
What else?
Rotting log.
Sand.
Rotting log. What else?
Termite mound, ma'am. Tapos yung
Termite
sunlight
mound.
and heat.
Sunlight and heat. So, yun yung mga
Water, ma'am.
non-living components in the ecosystem. So for the ecosystem, this organism, all these organisms interacting for their survival. So kapag wala yan, hindi makaka-produce ng oxygen yung ating mga plants. So ano yung mangyayari? Mamamatay yung plant. And then yung pagkain ng yung nakadependent sa plant mamamatay rin. So there is what we call ecological imbalance. So dapat huwag patayin yung mga insekto kasi meron silang use sa environment. Yung exception siguro kapag kinagat ka na ng lamok, di ba? Kailangan hindi mo patayin. So, yun lang, may exception. For the community, a community is, sinong nakakaalam ng community? Hello?
No, ma'am.
Kyle? Community,
Ma'am,
yes.
Ma'am, I think the combination of ecosystems to
Ecosystem. Ecosystem ba?
yes kayo ma'am. Combination of ecosystems.
The correct answer would be
The combination of two species, ma'am. I think two species.
combination.
Ma'am.
Ay, two or more species, parang ganun, no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Two or more
Community is all the interacting organism in the area. Mainly on the biotic. So yung mga may buhay. Hindi lang species, kundi yung mga plants. Diba? May living, I think they are also considered living organism. So what about the population? Population. Anyone?
Ma'am,
Eh,
Ma'am,
si
my
Cresta.
guess. Ma'am, my guess I think
Population.
is the of one species, ma'am. Species, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
One type of species?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is correct. All population, a population is all of the organism of one type of species on the area. So, tama si Kai. How about the organism? Yung iba naman Mr. Gallo. Trees. Wala? Walang guess? Mr. Obinya. Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Walang guess.
Dual plant animal, ma'am.
Ano? Daryl? Population ay organism is
Present bacteria or fungi in one place. In one community.
Bacteria.
Di ba, ma'am? I guess.
Bacteria ka din.
Bacteria or
Organism refers to individual animal. So, kung tao, yung population is yung marami kayo. So, kung iisa ka lang, you are considered one organism. So, yun yung kanyang definition. Good. So, let's continue. For the levels of organization, in order the levels of organization in the most broadest, so ito, broadest to down to the narrowest. So we have the broadest is the what we call this one. Hello? Yung mga babae naman, Miss Loho. Ano yung tawag sa Earth?
planet.
Ha? The biosphere, di ba? Or the ecosphere. So next would be the ecosystem. And next is the population and the individual. So yun yung broadest. Ibang sa Earth, very complex yung ecology niya. So may iba't ibang ecosystem. We have pond ecosystem, we have ocean ecosystem, we have terrestrial ecosystem. So ano pa? Yung pond ecosystem. What else? Tundra ecosystem. So we have the habitat and niche. Niche are interchangeably with, they are called they are interchangeably. Meaning, parang ginagamit tong habitat and niche as one, or yung habitat is other term ng niche, pero it's not the proper definition of habitat and niche. The habitat is the place where organisms live, and the niche is the role or way of life of a species within its environment. So itong place or the habitat is the place, and the niche is the job or role. So kunwari, yung mangroves, it is located in Western Philippines, and it provides oxygen and food to the people or to the living components within it. So, ano yung habitat? Ano yung habitat na sinabi ko? Ano yung place na sinabi ko? It's the Western Philippines. So, ang job naman ng mangrove, it's to produce oxygen and give food to living components on its environment. So, yan. Ano yung pinagkaiba ng habitat and niche? So, we have also what we call generalists and specialists. So, ang parrotfish is a specialist. Ito ay kumakain lamang ng grasses, yung mga plants na maliliit. And the freshwater angelfish is omnivore. So, meron siyang wide range of food. Pwede siyang kumain ng plant and maliliit na animal or fish. So, yung specialist, kapag nawala yung kanyang pagkain, so the tendency would be they die off. Yung parrotfish mamamatay or may extinct. In case of the freshwater angelfish na omnivore, maraming pagkain, maraming pwedeng kainin. So kapag nawala yung kanyang isang pagkain, mabubuhay pa rin siya. So, it's important na wag mawala yung pagkain na specialist. So, katulad din ng panda, kumakain lang sila ng bamboo. Kapag wala ang bamboo sa lugar or sa habitat, syempre mamamatay yung panda. Kasi doon lang siya nakadepende sa bamboo. We have also the subdivision of ecology, the ecology, and the ecology. The study of the ecology is the study of individual organism or the individual species, while the ecology deals with the study of groups of organisms which are associated together as a unit. So, kung kunwari, ano ba yung smart? Yan. Ecology, kunwari yung classroom nyo or sa family picture or sa class picture. So, pag dinignan mo yung class picture, di ba, kung may crush ka, dun ka lang nakafocus sa individual na yun. So, ini-study mo ngayon yung kanyang facial expression, yung kung ano yung buhok niya, kung straight ba or kulot, ganon. Pero kung ecology, lahat ng classmate mo ay you observe them, all of them. Or yung nasa class picture ay ino-observe mo kung anong klase ng buhok nila, what they have in their facial features, ganon. So, ecology, the ecology is the study of individual life histories and behavior as means of adaptation to environment are usually emphasized. So, ito yung ini-study ng ecology, na subdivision of ecology. So, the basic components of ecosystem. So, nasabi ko kanina na biotic and abiotic components. So, wag na natin dito kasi tapos na. Natanong ko na kanina. So, we have also the components comprising the ecosystem. The inorganic substances, number 1, we have the carbon, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water, and etc. involved in material cycle. So, ano ba yung mga cycles na yun? We have the water cycle, the nitrogen cycle, the carbon dioxide cycle, and the carbon cycle. Carbon dioxide cycle, carbon cycle. So, we have also the organic compounds na nakikita sa ecosystem. We have the proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and unique substances. So, ito yung mga nagde-decompose. We have the organic compounds or meron silang carbon atoms. Diba sa chemistry, ang inorganic, they nagde-decompose yung organic, and inorganic naman hindi nagde-decompose. So, climate regime or temperature and other physical factors. So, yung temperature, we have also the pH. What else? Kasi yung init, kapag nag-ano siya sa climate. Kung mainit, siyempre, mataas yung temperature, nag-evaporate, and pag bumaba yung evaporation, magiging, what do you call that? Basta magko-condense siya yung clouds magko-condense, and it will precipitate as a water rainfall. The producers, they are largely green plants which able to manufacture from simple inorganic substances. They are what we call also as autotrophs. So, yung trophs is the nourishment. So, kapag auto, self-nourishment. Example would be the plants or the aquatic plants. We have also the macronutrients or the pagotrophs. So, pag sinabing pagotrophs, to eat. So, macronutrient or pagotrophs. Heterotrophic animals which ingest other organisms for particulate organic matter. So, ano kaya yung mga ito? Yung mga yung micro-consumer naman or the saprotrophs or osmotrophs. Kapag saprotrophs, they are eating dead matter, or they are decomposers. Eating from dead animals or basta lahat ng mamamatay. Pwedeng sa plants, pwedeng sa animals. Or osmotrophs, this pertains to the what do you call that? Yung pagpasok ng tubig It is the to pass through to the membrane, Hetero, chiefly bacteria and fungi, which break down the complex compounds that animals absorb some of the decomposition products. So yung mga micro-consumers nag-absorb ng mga decomposition products or mga dead animals. Release inorganic nutrients, usable for producer. So kailangan natin ng micro-consumers to decompose our dead animals para ma-reuse siya ng producer. As pwedeng fertilizer, ganon. We have also the category of heterotrophs. This grouping takes into consideration the time lag between consumption of living dead matter. So we have the biophage or the organism consuming other living organisms, and the saprophage organism feeding on dead organic matter. So that ends our introduction to the aquatic ecology. So next topic would be limnology, for the study of lakes,